is Carson Power, when the shit hits the fan and they burn, are they going to supply you housing when the toxic fumes invade your village? Are they going to clean up the Sacandaga after the toxic waste destroys our water and our wetlands? Are they going to guarantee and supply the money for the cleanup? That's what I want to know. They're all bullshitting you.
Correct.
This goddamn project is to supply New York City. We do not get anything from it at all. We will continue to pay for our wetlands, our Adirondacks, this beautiful village, the beautiful Adirondacks that we are living in. It's all money. They're a greedy company. Greedy, greedy, greedy. That's what you have to think about. This is not the only project that they have on Route 30. They told me at the last meeting there's 7 more they're planning on in the Adirondack Park. 7 more. What happens when they burn? It's not if, it's when. All that toxic waste. Why don't they put it in Hochul's backyard? Why don't they put it in New York City? Put their immigrants to work. This is a small community. We don't move to the Adirondacks and the parks. We want the beautiful, the wetlands, the birds. What happens? All this, it destroys the natural balance of our community, of our ecological systems. That's what I'm worried about. And just because they have money, that they can come into our community and do this, doesn't mean they should.
I have a question.
Hang on.
Wait, let me get done first. I don't have anything prepared. My name's Bob Bruce. I live on 123 by the town of Northampton water wells. I'm one of 200 hookups. We drink that water every day, like several other people. I know there's some businesses that are hooked up to that wells also. I've been in that Tamarack swamp the gentleman was talking about. You don't want to walk through there this time of year. Lot of guys, I see all them beards back there. I bet you a lot of them guys been deer hunting in there. That's a good spot to be in the fall. You don't want to be in there now. My neighbor across the road, you go over there right in the middle of the summer, you're standing in the hardwood, and you can hear the water running under the ground, just like a river. It's running underneath you. And that water's going right down to Cranberry Creek, right into the Sacandaga. And believe me, that water's running fast. And I don't know why somebody didn't flag that before Carson Palmer was setting up into that Tamarack swamp or somebody didn't know that these batteries were exploding and burning all over the damn country, polluting the water, doing whatever they're doing. But believe me, when that thing blows over there on Route 30, I don't know how much money the town takes in off of those water wells every 3 months. I know I'm paying over $600 a year. There's 200 hookups, and you ain't gonna get a damn thing from them with that pilot deal they got. You're probably, I don't know, the last 21 years I've been over there, I dumped a lot of money into your coffers. You're gonna lose a lot of money when you can't sell any more damn water. And you ain't gonna get nothing from them after their 10-year project is gone, they'll be gone too. So think about it. Mike, if there's something you can do to stop them, you better do it. I know you're a smart guy, and I know you can do it. Hey, believe me, I hired this guy when I was on the sewer board down at Loversville. He can do it. These guys are smart enough to do it.
Hi everyone, my name is Nadine. I'm a newbie to here, and I've spent most of my life in Albany, New York. And I'm standing here tonight, I'm looking at this facility, I'm thinking, this is pretty nice. I drive by the, where the museum or whatever it is going on, I think that's gonna be pretty nice too, and I'm wondering where that money's all coming from. I hope Carson isn't putting any of that money into any of these projects. And I came from a town where a project in town, school got a lot of money off of it. So did a lot of other people. So I'm also hoping that this isn't going to be, if we get into after the fact, that we all have a way to get out. And that they can end up being another one of those things like Palestine, Ohio, okay? But now they're saying to you, there's nothing to look at here, because there is a lot to look at here. There's a lot to look at here. And the other thing I want to say is that the next time you plan a meeting, be a little more considerate. This is horrible. There's probably 50 people standing in the hallway. 80. It's loaded with law enforcement, like we're gonna do something. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do to you? I got a cell phone on me, that's about it. An emery board. This is kind of overdone. And it's ridiculous that you chose this kind of a space to have all these people come here. I don't think there's probably one person here in this room or the hallway or out in the street that is supportive of what's going on here. So, shape it up a little bit.
Hi everyone. I didn't even know if I could speak, which is terrible on you guys because we're all in the hallway. Can't hear anything. The podium is facing that direction. Maybe if it had been in that corner, at least the people in the hallway could hear, but what are we doing? It's not making the trust in you guys.
Where else are we gonna meet?
What happened to the school?
They asked us not to come over this.
Okay,
Wait.
then we gotta figure this out.
Wait, couldn't we have pulled a couple of fire trucks out and
That's
set it up
exactly-
over
that's-
there?
That's actually what all the firemen said.
That would have given us enough room.
So, I second. Motion for next step. Okay, I have no idea what anybody said, so if I'm repeating something, forgive me. But since the last time we met, it came to my attention the proposed building site. Look out the window, everybody. My husband's watching. But the proposed building site and its location adjacent to Route 30, and this is one of the reasons I think we need a moratorium to discuss the emergency response plan and the redirection of traffic that will be required if we have to, or if there's thermal runaway and a safe isolation zone needs to be created. So the minimum safe isolation zone for a commercial BESS project is 330 feet. And it's with a specific positioning upwind. The current BESS units are 137 feet west of New York State Route 30. The upwind position from the BESS is New York State Route 30. If there's a fire, Route 30 is within the isolation zone and upwind, so it would most likely need to be shut down to ensure safety. DOT numbers say there's an average of 7,000 vehicles, including 450 heavy-duty class F4 to F14 trucks, multiple tons, that pass through that section of Route 30 on a daily basis. Route 30 is classified as a principal arterial highway. It's designed and built to withstand the impact from that flow of traffic. It's also eligible for federal aid for construction, maintenance, and operation of the road. If Route 30 is shut down, where will the traffic be directed? Two options. County Highway 152, that's the road I live off of, that's the road I just bought a business on. And County Highway 123, also known as the Mountain Road, that's it. On average, actually, County Highway 152 is classified as a local road. It's traveled at lower speeds, it does not have the structural integrity of a highway, and it does not have the dimensions to accommodate high traffic flow. Local roads are not federal aid eligible. On average, on our road, 566 vehicles pass a day, and approximately 30 heavy trucks. Option 2, Mountain Road. This road is a minor collector road. It's one classification level above the local road. It has wider dimensions. You can travel a little bit faster on that road, and it can handle slightly higher traffic volume. It's still not federal aid eligible for repairs, construction, or maintenance. So no extra money from anywhere. And just because it can handle slightly higher volumes does not mean that it's enough to accommodate 7,000 vehicles daily. The max is about 1,200. Currently, 316 vehicles on average travel over the mountain road every day. Less than my road. So, my question, and why I think this is what we need a moratorium, one of the reasons, what is the impact on traffic flow on two rural roads typically only used to access adjacent land and driveways? Who pays for the damage if we have 4 to 5 days of a thermal runaway event and these roads are used for diverted traffic? Roads that are used to approximately 30 heavy trucks now taking the impact of 450 every day for 4 to 5 days. Who pays for the roads if the county budgets don't allow for repairs? So we've lived on 152 for 12 years now. The first 10, and even prior to living there, when my in-laws lived off that road, a half-mile section of that road was in dire disrepair. Potholes, erosion. It was 2 years ago that I asked our highway supervisor when our road was gonna get fixed, and he's like, it's up to the county, but I know you're on the list. And in fact, we were. But it took 10 years. What's the budget from the county for repairs? Is there any extra? Is it their responsibility if we're the ones that chose to allow this project and the impact if there's consequences from redirecting traffic in a fire event? What's the non-monetary impact on residents and businesses on these two roads when they're seeing 10 to 20 times more traffic flow than what they're typically used to? These are the questions that I think need answers and exploration, before this project is allowed to even continue at this specific site location. Thank you.
Here we go again, another public hearing. My name is David Waddell. I work one of the last standing farms in Edinburgh of over 2,000 acres. We plant corn and hay to feed 60 head of livestock, as well as log all year long. In the spring, we produce about 2,000 gallons of maple syrup. We work hard to keep what we have. Many of you are sleeping when I stroll through town 3 days a week at 1 in the morning to drive log truck. This time of year, 7 days a week for 2 months to check pumps and boil sat. I've been threatened, I got home before the kids got to bed last Thursday, and I sat down on the couch with my son and kicked my feet up. I said, Ren, what do you do? What do you want to do when you grow up? He chuckled and said, you, Dad. I chuckled and thought, if you only knew, bud. But I knew I installed hard work in his head. He may struggle in school, but damn sure works hard at it, and I'll take that. I've been threatened by my homeowner's insurance that I may be dropped because of the close proximity of Carson Power's energy storage. Because it's such a high risk. My old history teacher would say, something wrong. Now I've been to all the meetings and have spoken at all the public hearings. This is affecting me directly, and I have had no say in it whatsoever. Something wrong. I cut the trees and sawed the lumber myself to build my beautiful home with my dad, my wife, and my oldest daughter. I remember my mom walking down from her house across the road to take a picture of my dad and I 30 feet in the air, putting the last block on my chimney. I waved down to my mom and then looked my dad in the eyes and said, thank you, with a deep breath and a fresh air and a sigh of relief, and gave him a big hug. Please, if you're going to vote because of something, do it to protect my family. Not just because of the finances, because I'll work hard and I'll figure it out. Do it for the health. Do it for their health because they're my whole world. Thank you.